Okay, so we can call meeting to order? Someone wants to second it, right?
I don't know, we just called to order.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
Okay, so do we want to review the minutes from the September meeting? Did you print them out to you? You didn't get a chance to look at them yet? Thank you, Michelle, for doing them.
Thank you for sending them. Great. I'll move to approve the minutes. Second? Second.
All in favor? Okay, and then Michelle printed out the meeting schedule for next year. We meet every other month, as you guys know, on second Thursday at 8:30, bright and early.
8:30.
You want us to move it back, Michael?
Yeah, that was it, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5.
can be-
Six times I have to get up for an 8:30 meeting.
Sorry.
Do you want to change the time?
It works for, what do you guys all prefer?
It's fine with me, but
It's fine with me. I'm
Okay.
okay with it.
Michael, you're okay with it?
Of course I am.
Okay, yes,
No
good
pressure.
answer. Does someone want to make a motion to approve?
So, wait, yeah, I can make a motion
Second.
to approve. Michael second. All in favor? Great.
Thank you. Okay, so the Mental Health Task Force. We are up and running and going strong. There's the larger group that has, I think, close to 45 people on it now. And I probably mentioned this last time, but then we were recommended by the experts that are guiding us along the way to make subgroups, because that's clearly a very large, it's not a working group. But we're going to meet quarterly, the larger group of us. So we have 2 subcommittees. One's the Behavioral Health Programming Subcommittee. And so far, we participated in the Out of Darkness Walk, which is through the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Cynthia, Michelle, and I were there, and a large representation from Darien. And I think it's the Wave Strong team was the Darien team, raised, I think it was at least $12,000. And it was a wonderful event. So it was great to see lots of kids there who participate in sports, wearing their Wave Strong t-shirts, and it was a really nice event. And then on November 19th, I backtrack, October 27th, the Sport Shop had their annual fashion show. We saw you in it, Gina. And they had reached out, because they wanted to donate the proceeds, each person has to pay $25 to get in, to something mental health related. So they're donating all the proceeds to us to help with the other subcommittee is the mental health needs assessment, which we're going to be working on for the whole town. So the proceeds from that will go directly towards that mental health needs assessment, which I'll talk about in a second. And then the next event is Survivor Day, which is another American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's actually an international day. It's the same day throughout nationwide, internationally. So it's November 19th, and this is the first time that we're going to be hosting it here in Darien at Rowan Presbyterian Church. So it's for anyone who's been affected by suicide. Could be family member, friend, loved one, anyone who's survived a loss.
What was that date again?
It's November 19th, and it's at Norotan Presbyterian Church, and I'm closing that window.
you have the time?
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh.
12:30.
Oh.
Another early one.
Oh,
9
next year
a.m.?
we'll make it in the afternoon, Michael.
Okay.
9 a.m. to 12:30. So this is the first time that we're hosting it, and actually, so in the state of Connecticut, there's one in Niantic that's live, and we're the only one in Fairfield County. And this is open to anyone in the state, so not just Darien residents. So we're proud of that, and it's going to be happening next weekend. So it's a day for people to come together, and it's to give them hope and inspiration and companionship.
Do people speak at the event? Is it?
Yes, so the way this is my understanding, again, this is all new to us, we're following the guidance from AFSP. At the beginning, there'll be like an introduction, and if people choose, they can send us pictures of their loved one, and we'll have kind of a PowerPoint playing in the background. And then there's a video that is created by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention that we all watch as a group. And then we go into breakout rooms, into breakout groups, and they wanted clinicians to be there. So Cynthia and I will be there, someone from Laurel House, someone from Child Guidance, Kids in Crisis, and they'll break it out into groups based on who, like the loss, like so if it's a child, if it's a parent, if it's a friend. And it's just really a time for people to kind of share their stories and connect with each other. And then we get back together, and then there's some kind of like fun kind of memorial type craft that we make. There's food, and so that's the gist of it basically. So that's coming up.
Wow.
Yeah. So that we're glad, and they're hoping that we'll do this annually. And I think it's great. And looking at the list of people who are registered, it's not just people from Darien. It's from all over
Where do you
Fairfield County.
register?
It's actually on our website. If you want me to, I can send it to you.
Just can you register me?
Yeah, you want to come? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yep. But I'll talk to you afterwards. Yeah.
Do you
Um,
need anything for it, like food donations?
No,
or-
AFSP pays for everything, so some of it from the funds from the walk that they raise, throughout. So this is the AFSP of Connecticut.
Okay.
So they have all the supplies, and then we're gonna get food from Palmer's that they're gonna pay for. So we hope that it'll be a really positive
Okay.
and supportive.
Effectively.
Wow. Good luck.
Okay. And then on, oh gosh, I just remember this. November 29th is a Tuesday? I think so.
It is.
Just November 29th?
No, November 19th is the Survivor
Oh,
Day event.
right.
The next event that I'm moving on to is, look at my calendar, I'm pretty sure that's the date.
November 29th.
Yeah. It's called QPR training. It's question, persuade, refer. And it's going to be hosted by Victoria O'Neill from the Hub, who's also been there. They've been key in guiding us through all of the post-vention trainings and whatnot. And what it is a 90-minute training. It's going to be virtual. It's from 7 o'clock till 8:30. And it trains people how to interact with someone who's in a mental health crisis. So it's not as extensive as a mental health first aid training, but it's supposed to give people skills how to interact. And actually, this is the same program that all of the school employees, I think they said over 1,000 employees. Remember at the beginning of the school
Yeah,
year?
that's right. We had
The
that.
kids got out of school early.
Mhm.
So they had everyone from janitors to administrators participate in this. So now, so it's offered monthly anyway, but there's just to the Darien community. So it's up to 30 people, and if there's a demand, she'll continue to offer that. So I think that's going to go out in the wires. Deb Ritchie and Joanne Walsh said they were going to talk
Yeah.
about it at the CDSP meeting. So that's the next event planned. Then we're going to take a little break. We were talking about doing resiliency programming, and we thought, that's enough for now, and the holidays are coming. So come January, that's something we're going to work on. So this is all the behavioral health programming subcommittee. So that's where we're at with that. And then the mental health, mental health needs assessment is the other subcommittee. And so David Knopf and I are working to outsource this and to get an agency to do this kind of community-wide assessment. And I'm not sure that there's been one done in any of our local communities. I don't think there has, so it's kind of unique.
Wow.
So we're in the process of them giving us a proposal and working on all those details. So not much more detail on that yet because it's still in the beginning stages. It's not simple.
Do we know the vehicle, how the assessment will be done? Will it be an email? Will there
That's
be a
what we're waiting to
townwide
hear from their
mailer?
proposal.
Okay,
So they
got
actually
it.
want to do a lot of actual interviewing with people too. So we do want to get, like,
Great.
I personally want to make sure that each household gets a postcard so they know
Yes.
it's aware, you know, like you can get a townwide kind of mailer. And then then I'm not sure exactly, there'll be multiple avenues that they're going to try to approach people.
And I know we talked, oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, go ahead.
I know we talked about communications in general and like ways to get the word out about
Mhm.
the great things that are happening, that you're working so hard on, the team is working so hard on. And if we do a townwide mailer, could we include other things that,
Mental health related.
yeah, mental health related that are happening? And obviously it's not gonna be before like November 19th or something
Right.
like that, but,
Yeah, so we
because
know.
people
Don't.
don't know what they don't know.
Right.
And so wires is something we talked about. Letter to the editor, I know we've sort of talked about that. Monica McNally's newsletter, I
Yep.
know that
So all of this will be.
Marley
in
got in
Yep.
your interview, which
Yep.
was good.
Yeah.
You know, the interview that you did
Channel
on
79.
TV 79. So there, you know, in social media, Marley said that everything should go through the town social
Right.
media site.
So she is going to be pushing these things out, like she pushed out the Survivors Day walk, she's going to be pushing out the QPR.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and then it's going to be key to obviously have the schools too, to get to all the parents, but
Totally.
so what Marley, it'll be in the newsletter that I think comes out today.
Oh, is
Or
it
next
today?
week? Is it next week?
Tuesday.
It's next
I
week.
was thinking,
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah. So it should be, I think the last one was October 23rd or something, I don't know. But it'll
So
be
yeah, actually,
coming
no,
out soon.
it must be next week it comes out, because I had to give her stuff for it today.
Oh, that's great.
There's a newsletter that comes out?
Yeah, so
Mhm.
you can sign up for it every 2 weeks. It's from Monica McNally, and it gives you all the townwide information of what's going on.
Where do you sign up for that?
I can help you with that too.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. But I believe it's probably posted on the town website where you can
Mhm.
sign up, I would imagine, but off the top of my head, I don't know.
Mhm.
But it's tons of information from all the different departments, so, and they definitely want to try to get the word out so that people do sign up and they
Yes.
enlist more.
It's newsletter at dariencT.gov
Oh,
to
thank
sign
you.
up.
There we go, newsletter at dariencT.gov.
Yep.
That's the
Mhm.
Mhm.
newsletter at the DCC,
dariencT.gov.
DTC.gov.
So yeah, so the mental health task force we're busy.
Did you say, sorry, Miss, did you say that you had like sent out an RFP for firms to do the assessment? Is that what?
No, we reached out to David has worked on community health needs assessments before, and so there were 2 different agencies that,
you
in
know.
particular, that he's had
Got
worked
it.
with before. So, so we're waiting for their proposal, and then we'll talk to powers that be, and then it'll be a long process. We're hoping to start it maybe in January, and they said it'll probably be a good 6 months. It's not something it's not just sending out a survey and an
Right,
email. It's more
right.
comprehensive. And we're gonna rely on people on the mental health task force to reach out to all of their connections and get the word out, so
Mhm.
we're in the very beginning stages. And then in terms of mental health first aid training, Paula Sutliff, the public health nurse here, she just completed her training, and I completed mine in August, so this time's such a busy, it's a big commitment, it's 8 hours, so we figure we'll start offering them in the beginning of the year again, once the holiday season, because it's 2 days, 4 hours each, it's kind of a big commitment around this time of year. So we'll start offering those again, and as long as there is a need, we'll continue to offer them. And those are free of charge, so. We'll get more out about that in January, probably. Current programs, filling in the blanks. That's our program where we get the food delivered, that's shelf-stable food that's supposed to feed kids who are on free or reduced lunch for the weekends. And it's going strong. I think we have about 25 families that come. And as I think I've told you before, we do it here rather than have it be stuffed in their backpacks at school, because we didn't think that would go over
Yeah.
very well here. There's not such a great population that it could be embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know. So it's working out well. The parents come here and pick it up every 2 weeks. So our office right now is full of food bags, but by the end of the day, it'll be much less. Energy assistance is well underway. It's a little frustrating for Cynthia and me because they are very behind, like a month behind in applications. And we started taking oil applications in September because November 1st is the first day they can have deliveries. some of those applications still haven't been processed. So, yeah,
Right,
so we
so-
both take a deep breath because they are short-staffed, the agency that's processing them.
Can people help with that, like myself?
Thank you. It's an outside agency, so it's like their employees that do it, it's not necessarily volunteers, but thank you for offering. So we're eager, we did have to help one person get an oil delivery because, you know, they're,
You needed it.
yeah, so thankfully we
need
do.
oil.
Yeah, we're all gonna need some help this winter with that, right? Oh, gosh. But so we anticipate, like we've said before, that we'll probably have some new people coming this year because the prices are so gonna
Yeah.
be outrageous,
Outrageous.
I know.
Really outrageous.
Yeah, yep. Let's see, and then Medicare open enrollment is underway, so that started October 15th through December 7th. But this year, we're thrilled because SWACA, Southwestern Connecticut Agency on Aging, who trains us to become Choices counselors, Cynthia and I are both counselors, Beth Paris down the senior center arranged for them to have a volunteer 1 day a week to help us. So they have someone I think it's every Tuesday for quite a few, like maybe 4 hours that people can sign up for appointments. So it's not all on us, which is very helpful, because these, as I've said before, these appointments are time consuming. If you're dealing with a couple, it's definitely over an hour and a half. So this is when people on Medicare can review their drug coverage, or if they're in a Medicare Advantage plan, and make changes. So we often save people money. So far, I think I've only saved one person $500. That's the biggest so far, but we like to keep track.
You're just dropping off that committee, aren't you?
I'm dropping out. Oh, no, that's different. That's the advisory board.
That's the advisory board.
That's SWAC advisory board. My 2 years was up.
Yeah,
Yes.
I ran
So now
into
Peter Etter took my
Pete-
place.
Peter last night, yeah, at the board meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's under SWACA also. Do you want to
What
talk
does
about
SWAC stand for?
Southwestern Connecticut
Right.
Agency on Aging? So I think there's 5 in the state, so that's our designated, they do most of Fairfield County. I don't know exactly what towns, but, so they're designated to Darien in this area. Do you want to talk about renter Cynthia? That's Cynthia's baby.
Renter's rebate is over, it's done, it ends in September 30th, and actually, they've been getting their checks in the mail this week, so they're very excited about that.
We get phone calls, right? And they're all
Oh my
excited.
goodness, yes, they're so happy because a lot of them use it for the holidays, so it's really something that we expect every year. So I think that was about like 40 applications that we did, usually about the same every year. So they're already asking, when can I apply for next year?
Not till May.
Until May, yeah, until May. So they have until May to September, the end of September to apply. So next year.
Yeah, so they actually get checks in the mail that they can deposit into their account.
Directly
So it's
to
not
them,
like other
right?
programs where they get credits to things, it's actual,
Yeah.
Money to them, yeah.
and some of them can get up to $700, right?
So it's a nice one.
And the good timing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, our Thanksgiving programs. So, we mailed out gift cards to all of our families. We did mail $50 Stop Shop gift cards to our families, and then to our seniors, $25 each. And then we also offered to our families, in conjunction with Person to Person, that they can go there and pick up a turkey and the fixings. So I don't know what our numbers are for that yet, but we have to get them to Person, I think, by next week. And then there's a couple of days, the week of Thanksgiving, that they can go pick those up. So that's well underway, and we're getting phone calls. Mostly our senior and summer families are appreciative, getting phone calls thanking us because we mailed them all out to them. So, and holiday programs. Well, some of you already got emails yesterday from us. So we're trying to get on the ball with our Adopt a Family and Adopt a Senior program, which, as many of you know, it's all anonymous, but we have seniors that are some of our low-income seniors, but also seniors that are maybe we know that are lonely or struggling or having a hard time, just something to brighten up their holidays, and it really does. It's amazing. And then our families, we get wish lists. We used to do it with actual gifts and all of that, and then with COVID, we switched to just doing gift cards. And actually, the families are really, I know it's not as fun for some of the donors, the shoppers, but the families really like it because then they get to do them shopping
Totally.
themselves, So, so what we do is we ask the families to give us per child like two stores that they want to shop at for their child, and then the donors can give some fun little treats to go along with it. But this way, the parents themselves can do the shopping. So we're trying to get that all squared away so we can get it moving and not have it be too close to the holidays and give people time to shop with the gift cards. So we usually have about 50 families and about 50 seniors. I think it's pretty close. So yeah, so that's also going to be going out in Marley's newsletter, and she'll start sharing that with social media and all that, and we'll get it to the wires and stuff also soon. So, and anything else? Is that enough?
That's enough.
That's all you do?
That's
That's
it, yeah.
all we do, yeah.
We're kind of bored. We're kind of bored downstairs. It's all good. It's all good. So any old business? No. Michelle, wasn't there something else I wanted to add, a new business? Do you remember? No, putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's about, oh, I know what it was. That we do have an opening. We have one opening on the Human Service Commission, and I actually do want to check it with Christina Fay to see if she still wants to remain on. But if you have any family or friends who are Darien residents who would be interested, please recruit them and send them our way. And it would go through Linda O'Leary, but you can reach out to me, and then I can connect them with Linda. And you can tell them it's not a huge commitment. It's early in the morning, but but
Sorry about that.
No, we're just teasing.
Do we need to be mindful about like
Parties?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm not. So I think I don't know the exact rules off the top of my head. I think if there can be so many unaffiliated.
Oh, right.
So I don't know what it is. Do you have any idea? No.
I don't.
I don't
Online,
know.
I think I do have the party with each member's name, though, to kind of, if we look at that, we can see sort of where we're
Right.
missing.
Yeah, so if you have someone that's interested, send them our way and we'll see. But I think if someone's unaffiliated, it doesn't really, doesn't, it's not like you can have 5 Republicans and 2 Democrats. But if it's some Republicans and some unaffiliated and some Democrats, but I don't know what the actual breakdown is.
I'm looking if it's in
You're
the
looking
book,
to
but
see.
I don't see it. It'll take a while.
Linda O'Leary would know.
Were we gonna ask Linda about pretty much everybody's terms being expired, or?
Right, I think some of you had to be renewed. I think you were renewed recently, right? But so she'll probably be reaching out at some point. You just have to go before the Board of Selectmen again to be reappointed, and I hope that
right.
you do choose to be reappointed. So yeah, that'll probably be coming in the next couple of months. Whoever terms have expired.
When is my term? I don't know.
I don't know.
Having-
It's never been
Having
expired.
had only one, this is my second in-person meeting.
I know, right? Because you joined in the midst of COVID, right? I know. So that's about it. And our next meeting is January 12th, 2023.
Oh my gosh.
You got me up for this.
Yes.
Well, let us know if there's anything we can help with during the holidays or.
We'll spread the word, about the programs that we have going on. We also are, we did post on the website for, that we're always collecting Stop and Shop, or not just Stop and Shop, but grocery gift cards, because we use those throughout the year. And actually the Amazon wish list that you created a couple of years ago, how does that work actually? Is it automatically there, or we have to spread the word again about that, right?
Right, I feel
Because
like.
we received
yeah.
a lot of donations to that, so that's something that we should definitely.
And it's kind of waned off a little. I think?
Yeah, it's usually just around the holidays. Like we
Okay.
haven't really pushed it throughout the rest of the year,
Yes.
but
Alright.
but no, we would get Amazon packages like every day.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas in our
Yes.
house.
Will you go through the list of like, okay, so grocery gift cards would be good.
Grocery
Amazon-
gift cards throughout the year and gas gift
Gas.
cards.
Okay.
We actually have been asking for those too. Obviously, gas is a little better now, but at one point there.
Yeah.
So we've been giving some of our clients who are really struggling, like a $50 gas gift card, and then anyone who ever complains or not complains, but it says they're struggling with food, we give grocery gift cards throughout the year. So we don't want anyone to have issues or food insecurity.
Yeah.
That's the date yours expires.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, I just
A
pulled
year
it up.
from now.
And
Okay.
Yours is new, so you're probably good for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is mine on?
It says, right now, it says 11/30/22.
That's what I thought. I am up.
Not yet.
Get out.
You have a couple more weeks.
And then
But it's
I-
not like firm, like, that
Totally.
it's.
Is that, it's updated? Oh, you. Oh, yeah.
Ally, do you think with any of
So
our,
It needs to be updated.
the information going out for the holiday stuff to put the Amazon wish list in there? I know it's usually connects mostly to Home Goods things, so we're kind of mixing two programs there,
At the
but
top of the wish list has a list of gift cards.
Yeah, so we would get
So-
gift cards too. We got a lot of Amazon gift
Oh,
cards.
you can do both.
Yes.
So at the top of the wish list, it has all the home goods. At the top of the list has gift card. There, like Kohl's is in there.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else is in there, but there's store gift cards that are in there, not just Amazon.
Right, because we'll give
So-
people Kohl's gift cards for
Yeah.
clothes for their kids, you know,
Mhm.
all kinds of things.
maybe
So-
we can just relook at that, look at what we
Yeah.
still have on our wish list, make sure it's good, and then try to
Link it in.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Word it
Especially
in
with,
there.
thank you, especially with the wires too. I think that's where we got a lot of success, and we can ask Marley to add that, you know, we can put it on the town website too. So Amazon, so people could order things off Amazon and have them shipped right to our office. And we received quite a few. Great idea, Gina.
Yeah,
That's all.
Stop It, so top of the list is Stop and Shop gift card, Amazon, Visa, Kohl's, and then Snuggle fabric softener dryer sheets.
Maybe we can add gas gift cards if they have
Yeah.
those on
I
there.
think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Target
Can we do-
also
And Target.
started doing.
Yeah, Target's good because you can also get groceries there now. But then they have cute and affordable clothes.
They don't have gas gift cards.
They don't know, maybe Amazon doesn't offer them.
Yeah, just Visa and Amazon.
But like a
Well, so-
general gift card could be used for gas, you know?
Lowe's, Yeah.
True.
Visa one.
Yep, absolutely.
Mhm.
Do they have Walmart in Regina?
No.
You know, Walmart, I think you
Safeway?
can only
Go to
buy
the
at
store.
Walmart.
Yeah, you have to go
Which
to
is
the
so
store.
bizarre, you can only buy Walmart gift cards at Walmart,
Oh.
which is kind of strange, right?
Yeah.
As far as I know, I mean,
Yeah, I've never seen it. in
No, like
CVS
Walgreens or- yeah.
But I wonder, yeah, I wonder if they're competitors, so they wouldn't sell there.
I don't know, but yeah, Walmart gift cards are very handy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Any gift cards are really handy,
Yes.
because and our clients are always so appreciative, so everybody helps, especially now when everything's so expensive.
Right.
And even the low-income housing rates, they even had increases, so it's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all I have. Anything else from anybody? New business?
Okay, I'll move to adjourn. Second?
Yeah,
All in
favor?
favor?
All right.